Jalen Hurts, one of those mysterious prospects from the 2020 NFL Draft, a draftee of the Philadelphia Eagles in the second round, and not one prospect in the 2020 NFL Draft has so many critics saying he's going to be a huge bust, and so many people saying he's going to be a huge success. But today, we find out, thanks to Mr. Bubbles in Madden Science, as we shall see what Madden 20 thinks is going to happen in Jalen Hurts' NFL career. We are going to track him season per season throughout his entire career until he retires to see if he's going to have a successful NFL career, see if he's going to be like a lifetime backup, or see if he's going to have an okay one. But today, thanks to Madden Science, we're going to find out what's going to happen next 15 to 20 years, maybe next 5 years for Mr. Jalen Hurts. So hopefully you guys do enjoy today's episode of Madden Science. You might want to make sure you subscribe, because if and only if we do hit 600k subscribers by the launch of Madden 21, we're going to be giving away a total of 10 copies of Madden 21. That's if and only if we do hit 600k by the launch of Madden 21, so make sure to take that millisecond that it does take to click that subscription button if you haven't. With that said, Madden Science, time to commence. The reason why I did want to do this on Jalen Hurts, I was initially only going to do this on Tua and for Joe Burrow. We did 2 separate videos on them, and we noticed throughout those careers, Jalen Hurts balled out. We weren't necessarily focusing in on them. That's why we're doing it today. But obviously, I'm using the Tennessee Titans as a team. It doesn't really matter. I just want to have a team that's not the Eagles, because I want the teams out there, the NFL itself, to decide what happens to Jalen Hurts. If a team wants to trade the Eagles, let the Eagles trade for him. I just don't want to have control of that. I don't want to re-sign them. Don't want to start them. I want it to be all up to Madden's fate. But Jalen Hurts comes in at a 68 overall with 86 speed, 89 acceleration, 84 throw power, as he is the backup obviously, but injuries are on, so anything can happen. Now he comes in with a normal development trait, which obviously could be improved, but I'm just excited to see what the heck happens, man. Like, for all I know, he could be a backup the entire career, which would make this a stinker of a video, but hey, that's what Madden Science is all about, finding out what's going to happen. With that said, time to simulate to the end of season number 1. End of season number 1, my Tennessee Titans obviously didn't do too well. And keep in mind too, I should have mentioned this is the most up-to-date rosters with the projected ratings for Madden 21. Now the Texans won the division, my Titans went 8-8 as we seem to do almost every single year. Texans were the best record in the league. The Giants go 10-5-1. So how about the Eagles? They at least make the playoffs. They went 8-7-1. Didn't make the playoffs. Am interested to see though if Jalen Hurts did get any playing time. We're not going to look way too in depth every single season, but we at least want to be able to track. Now looking at this, Jalen Hurts, oh wow, I didn't get to play much. 4 attempts the entire year. So that's really not going to help out the old statistics too much. Did he at least get to run the football? Oh man. An entire 1 rush for 1 yard. Deshaun Watson wins the MVP. Andrew Luck comes out of retirement. Cam Newton on the Patriots come in 7th. And Carson Wentz on the Eagles comes in 10th. Now, how about Rookie of the Year? Who won that one? Rookie of the Year is going to go to Joe Burrow on the Bengals. Justin Herbert in 2nd, as we're only counting the actual rookies. Freaking goddamn, apparently Marshawn Lynch is a rookie, although he's 104 years old. Defensive Rookie of the Year is going to go to Patrick Queen of the Ravens. NFC on defense is going to Isaiah Simmons, and offense is going to go to nobody. Not one actual freaking rookie came in the top 10. It's the first time that's ever happened. As we head into the start of the next season, keep in mind too, we fully expected Jalen Hurts not to really do too much the first few years because he's a freaking backup. But once he does get out of his rookie contract and maybe sign with another team, we'll be able to finally see what he can do from there. Now I do want to see, before we do sim the second season, how his overall is looking. Maybe he did eclipse 70. Oh no, he's at a 69. Nice. End of 2020, and my Titans, once again, what do you further though? The epitome of the organization, go 8-8 on the year. Now, did the Eagles do anything crazy? Giants are the best record in the league. Browns still up there. Dolphins make the playoffs at 10-6. And it looks like the Eagles, once again, a decent season, but don't make the playoffs. Now, come on. Tell me at least Jalen Hurts got some playing time this year. Maybe Carson Wentz got injured like he always does. And let's see. Oh, wow. At least a little bit of an improvement. He at least threw a touchdown. Threw for 24 yards. He has a 100% completion percentage. And running the football, oh, big improvement from last year. 2 rushes, 12 yards in the sophomore season. Don't go too crazy, Jalen. MVP goes to Deshaun Watson. Is that 2 consecutive years? Oh, wow. Jameis Winston on the freaking Saints. Cam Newton still on the Patriots. They haven't made the playoffs, though, with them. And Carson Wentz, again, comes in 8th. And, hey, he did. He's actually up to a 71. So once he does finally get out of his rookie contract, he very well could become a starter elsewhere, even if he's like a 74, 75 overall. Why does Madden love the Browns so much? Wow, 35-7, the Browns Super Bowl champions. Like, go ahead and freaking discredit this entire video and every Madden simulation you ever see from now on. The goddamn Browns and Cowboys have won the Super Bowl in the first 2 years. What's freaking happened? Still no playoffs for my Titans. Oh wow, what the heck happened? How do they go from freaking 8-8 to 114-1? But maybe this is the year the Eagles did a thing. Wow, like, it's just freaking wild. The Patriots don't make the playoffs 2 straight years, and all of a sudden they go 15-0-1. Any playoffs for the Eagles? And no, looks like the Eagles had a huge drop off too. They went 6-10 on the year. Now, if Deshaun Watson won his 3rd straight MVP, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. And no, Cam Newton out of nowhere wins the MVP. The Patriots in his 3rd year finally turn around, but Deshaun this time came in 3rd place. Cole McDonald, goddamn Tennessee Titan former great, comes in 6th place, so he ends up being a starter for Jalen Hurts. How does that even happen? So no wonder my Titans went 8-8, 8-8, then 1-15, because freaking Cole McDonald's gone. Jalen Hurts now a backup to Derek Carr. When did this happen? Where did I go? Like I said, this is completely 100% raw, so I never know what's gonna happen, but man, he's only a 72 overall. How long of a contract did he sign? Can I see his contract from here? He signed a 3-year deal. Dang. So as a backup, he's making $7 million a freaking year. I'd take that job. But how long does Derek Carr have left on his contract? Is his contract like about to expire or something? Oh, wow. Yeah, dudes. He has 1 year left on his contract. So maybe Jalen Hurts is going to be the brand new starting quarterback of the Oakland Raiders, or I guess at this point the LA Raiders. But wow. That's definitely not what I expected. Where did Marcus Mariota go? Looks like the Raiders, oh lord, the Raiders had the worst record in the league. So that's the Jalen Hurts effect right there. Who is this? Who are you, the Aviators? Is it the Chargers? The Chargers turn into the Aviators? The goddamn freaking Chargers turn into the Aviators. And the Seattle Seahawks, not our crazy Super Bowl champion, 2017 over the Colts. Now let's see if Jalen Hurts can finally become a starting quarterback. The moment of truth. Did the Raiders re-sign Derek Carr to a huge contract, or do they have the faith in Jalen Hurts and finally gonna let him become a starting quarterback for the first time in his career? I mean, that could be what he's gonna do in real life. Maybe sit for 3-4 years and then finally step into a starting role. And it looks like, come on, be the starter. And oh no, they re-signed him. Why can't you have the faith in poor Jalen? Maybe they re-signed him to a 1-year deal. But, oh, okay. Wait, I'm a moron. I'm a freaking moron. Hold up. Maybe they still do have the faith in Jalen Hurts. That was actually the 1 year that was left on this contract. They didn't re-sign him. So my Titans go 8-8, 8-8, 114-1, and then all of a sudden win 10 games. Like, where did this come from? But the Raiders have a Jalen effect this time. Patriots have another good year. Giants go 13-3. Apparently, Cole McDonald and the Bears are having good success, and there it is. The Jalen effect. The Oakland Raiders 10-6 on the season. Finally making the playoffs. Maybe Derek Carr got injured and Jalen Hurts took over that way, as it looks like Deshaun Watson for the 3rd time wins MVP. Cam Newton up there. Who are you? Grayson McLean, where did you come from? And Cole McDonald. So apparently the Titans, freaking Mike Vrabel and John Robinson are the greatest of all time in terms of drafting quarterbacks. But please tell me Jalen got some playing time this season. I mean, at least I don't think he's thrown an interception yet in his career. Could be wrong. Has he thrown an interception yet? At this point in his career, 4 years in, no interceptions. Oh, wow. We actually made the Super Bowl. I have not done anything. Literally nothing at all. CPU's done everything. We're taking on the 8-8 Packers. Come on. My Titans, at least we can get our first Super Bowl of our history right here. Come on, we do. Let's go. I'm happy. I'll be happier, though, if the Raiders don't re-sign Derek Carr and actually give Jalen Hurts a chance to shine for once. Moment of truth. Start of the next season. You better not have re-signed Derek Carr, and they freaking re-signed Derek Carr. God dang. Eventually, Derek Carr is going to be overtaking because Jalen Hurts is about to surpass him in overall. Like, they're about to meet. He's a 74 right now. Derek Carr, please tell me they didn't, re-sign him to more than a 1-year deal. Why would you even do that? Are you stupid? It's a 1-year deal. Telling you guys, though, this is where the video's actually going to begin. I think after this year, finally, he's going to become a starter. It'd be stupid if the Raiders re-signed Derek Carr again. I mean, why? Like, why spend all that money? I mean, he might even be the starter of the Raiders because like, I think he's about to run out of his own contract. Back down to reality, my Titans are 5-11, but all we care about is the Raiders. The Raiders look like did they squeak out a playoff spot? They didn't. Why? Because Jalen Hurts wasn't a friggin' starter. Well, maybe a career high for Jalen Hurts. And no, at least he's still not thrown an interception yet. Oh, look at this one. Patriots finally back in the Super Bowl against the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals made it once, but didn't win it. So can the Cardinals or Patriots win Super Bowl 58? It is the Pats. I don't even know if Cam was still there, but hey, at least Bill Belichick won one at the age of 79. I'm telling you, I think this is where the video is finally going to start. Derrick Henry's up to a 97, but come on. Raiders, please, only have Jalen Hurts. Who is this? Who is Gary McDonald? Like, what is happening right now? Like, why are these guys? Like, why are these freaking guys on your team? Are you? This is stupid. MVP is going to go to Russell Wilson. Who are some of these names? Cam Newton's on the Lions, Grayson McLean on my Titans, and Deshaun Watson in 10th place. Now, maybe Jalen Hurts had a career high, although he's, I guess, technically the third-string quarterback now. Yo! Let's go, Jalen! When did this happen? Like, this is... Why are you going to re-sign Derek Carr, sign Gary McDonald to a multiple-year deal, and have Jalen Hurts in the last year of his deal be your starting quarterback? So whoever the Raiders have in their front office is dumb and incompetent. But what a year. Jalen Hurts finally is 6th season in, finally deemed good enough to be the starting quarterback. Look at that. Had a great year. 38 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 3,700 yards. And running the football, he had some success. 214 yards on the ground as well. So finally, so freaking happy, dudes. Jalen Hurts finally got to start and brought his team to a playoff berth. His first year as a starter, won 10 games. So I do want to see, how did this happen? What does his overall go up to this year? Jalen Hurts, he ends the season at a 78 overall. Let's go. I don't know what happened. I guess maybe he progressed up to a 75, and then he tied the spot. Then he tied for highest overall with Derek Carr. And then, I don't know, honest to God, dog, I have no idea what the heck just happened, but I'm not asking questions. I'm just happy that he's actually a starting quarterback finally. But now, dog, with my freaking luck, watch him go into free agency. The Raiders not re-sign him, and he signed to a team that he's going to be the backup for after he just won 10 games. So, mental scenes here, but maybe, just maybe, he can bring the Raiders to a Super Bowl berth. And no. It's the freaking Texans and the Seahawks. I'd rather Texans win the Super Bowl because I've already seen the Seahawks win it once. I just want some variety here. And it is the Texans. I'm actually kind of excited to see here. My adrenaline's rushing a little bit to see if he actually re-signed with the Raiders as their starting quarterback. And no, he didn't. So they apparently have faith in freaking Gary. Oh, watch, dude. Watch Jalen Hurts not be a starting quarterback somewhere. Dog, my adrenaline is actually rushing. So, Jameis is still with the Saints. We get to see around the NFL here. Russell Wilson, 36 years of age, 87 overall, still with the Seahawks. Jarrett Farmer, though he looks like a goddamn farmer, with the Steelers as starting quarterback. Deshaun Watson, still a 99. Grayson McLean with the Titans, 82. Jake Mormon. Like, I didn't know religion had a last name, but there you are for the Vikings. Lions, there he freaking is. All right, finally, dog. Jesus Christ. I was getting worried. He said, screw it. Let me go play volleyball. So Jalen Hurts has signed starting quarterback of the Detroit Lions. A new era here today for Detroit. He signed, it looks like a $5 million deal. I mean, that's a pretty decent deal for a quarterback that's won 10 games in his only year as a starter and threw for 38 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions. So what did he actually sign? So, I mean, that's a really good deal, I believe, for the Lions because Jalen Hurts is only going to get better through these next 3 years. Only $7 million a year. Like, I think he's about to ball out. So he's 27 years of age. Still has, like, 5 or 6 years to actually progress because quarterbacks don't start regressing until like 32, 33. So, solid deal for Jalen Hurts and the Lions. Let's see, they have Kerryon Johnson, so a good running game. Wide receivers, Kenny Galladay and Justin Jefferson. So he has some good wide receivers to throw to and a great tight end and TJ Hawkinson and my boy Gerald Everett. Shout out South Alabama alumni. With that said, it might have took a while, but maybe it was meant to be for Jalen Hurts to fall in the Detroit Lions' lap, and maybe it's a perfect scenario for this team to ball out and win themselves a Super Bowl. Finally, MMG would be happy. Looks like they had a stinker. 7-9. What happened, Jalen? Had to be the defense. Could not have been Jalen Hurts. Not at all. could not have had a bad season. So MVP this year, come on, Jalen Hurts. Out of nowhere. No Russell Wilson at the age of 404. Deshaun Watson is still up there. No Jalen Hurts in the top 10, but he had to have had a good season statistically, right? I mean, he had a good year last year, and even come in the top 10. Okay, what happened, Jalen? So a little bit of a stinker. 3,800 yards, 30 touchdowns, 20 interceptions, so that might be why they didn't have that great of a season. Now, running the football, it looks like he had 4 touchdowns, a little bit better than last year. Now, receiving, who's the bad guy? I mean, no receivers did well, but just all around a stinker. Maybe a little down year for Jalen, but I still have the faith. Another bad year for my Titans, but I really don't care. Come on, Lions. Big year, 16-0. And no, come on, at least make the playoffs. Come on, Jalen, not another stinker. Oh, they went 9-7. Barely missing out, huh? Wasn't Jalen's fault, though. He had to have like a 40 touchdown year, right? Jalen, did he win the MVP? No, goes Lamar. But there we are. Finally, Jalen Hurts cracks the top 10. Now, if you're telling an Eagle fan out there that at one point Jalen Hurts' career, he's going to crack the top 5 in terms of MVP voting, they would be happy. So finally, is on a big stinker of a career. Has plenty of time left. Through 34 touchdowns, 12 picks, almost 4,000 yards. That's a career high there. Not sure if that's a career high in touchdowns, though. It might be. Rushing yards. It's a career high in rushing yards and touchdowns. 5 TDs, 350 yards. So not a bad year for Jalen, but still no playoff berth for him. Like, why did the Raiders not re-sign him? That was stupid. Oh, what do you know? The Colts and Seahawks for the 15th time. Guarantees the Seahawks. Another stinker, isn't it? Yep, the goddamn Seahawks. Russell Wilson, can you retire already? 99% sure this is Jalen Hurts' contract season, so expect him to ball out. Lions, at least 12 wins. At least, and Jalen Hurts, I'm not sure if he's going to win the MVP, but top 3. Come on, Jalen, don't let me down here. Lions, dog, wait, I swear to God, dude. I swear to freaking God. Okay, so I looked as I made that prediction. It was 9:11 a.m., and I was about to say, if I get that right, I'm going to feel like the Antichrist that I made that prediction at 9/11, and it's happening. Now, if he did actually come in the top 3 of the MVP race, I'm going to freak out. Like, that's actually funny. And, okay. They don't call me the goddamn Madden scientist for nothing. Looks like we have, okay, if that was Willie Mays, I was about to be freaked out. But, okay, that's really strange that I got that right. But, like I said, they don't call me the Madden scientist for nothing. But Jalen Hurts, 3rd place in the MVP race, and they did have the best record in the league, won 12 games, so I'm a little freaked out right now, but we're going to continue and act like that didn't just happen. Literally just under 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, and he did drop down a little bit in terms of yardage running the football, but he had a career high in rushing touchdowns with 6 on the season. Now, can the Lions actually make it to the Super Bowl this year? No. Like, why do the Colts make it every single year? This is stupid. I'll hope the Giants win. I don't like the Colts at this point. It's just repetitive. Yes, the Giants. But I would really expect the Lions to re-sign him. Like, he just brought you to a 12-4 season. He's a freaking insane QB, and they did re-sign him, but he didn't actually improve that much. He's up to an 80 overall. They have Andrew Luck as their backup, which is just really weird. But Jalen Hurts learning from Andrew Luck is going to be interesting. So he did upgrade the star ability. Now, what did they sign him to? So he's an 80 overall. It has to be like a 10+ mil a year contract. It is. It's 12 mil a year. But getting a guy that's performed like Jalen Hurts has in this franchise for only 12 mil a year in the market in today's day of age, that is an insane deal. And once again, only another 3-year deal. Have not seen Jalen Hurts get anything more than a 3-year deal. But I mean, once again, dudes, like, if Jalen Hurts was to produce in real life like he has in today's video, like I said, Eagles fans would be 1,000,000% happy with that result. For some reason, I just don't feel the energy. Like, I don't feel the Lions are going to make another huge run this time. And, okay, Jalen Hurts always liking to prove me wrong. I guess they had the best record in the league along with 17 other teams. Technically, like mathematically speaking, only like 5 other teams. But they did go 11-5. Another huge year from Jalen. Actually, a little bit of a slip down to 4th place, but still a huge year. Is up to an 81 overall. And, okay, a little drop off. 3,800 yards, 34 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and he ran the ball for 5 touchdowns, so a little bit of a drop-off there too, but nothing to complain about. Another huge year for Mr. Jalen Hurts. And they do, oh my God, what a matchup this would be. Super Bowl 63 in terms of this franchise. It's technically Super Bowl 64, but I digress. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens versus Jalen Hurts and the Detroit Lions. Come on, man. Don't be anticlimactic. You've got to beat them. You got your reign victorious, and the Lions get the huge W. Jalen Hurts, you heard it here first. A little slow start to his career. Might have took 5 to 6 years to actually learn the NFL, become a starter. But once he did, he made a Super Bowl run, dog, and defeated Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. So according to Madden 20, Jalen Hurts is going to win a Super Bowl before Lamar Jackson. Dog, we've got to go and see how this game went, dude. I'm so freaking hyped with how slow today's video started in his career and how his career was going, dog. I'm so freaking happy that he actually ended up doing something productive like that. Winning a freaking Super Bowl, dude. So look at that Super Bowl run, dude. They had to play 3 straight games away from home. They still got it done. How'd you go 11-5 and have to play away from home the rest of the playoffs? So that's wild. They had to go to Seattle, beat the Seahawks. They had to go to Chicago, beat the Bears, had to go to Atlanta, beat the Falcons, and they get their biggest playoff win of the year against the Ravens and Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl. 2030 season is now complete. Lions 16-0, and they don't. What is going on with these records, dude? How's a 10-6 fourth best record in the league not to make the playoff? Like, how does that even happen? Like, how is that even mathematically possible? But the season wouldn't be lost if we had a Jalen Hurts MVP run, and yes! Finally, it's done. His career. He might not make the Hall of Fame, but this man has had an insane career for how much some people are doubting him. A Super Bowl win, an MVP win, more than Cam Newton, more than 99% of the quarterbacks out there. He finally got it done, dude. I'm so freaking happy how authentic and how just organic all these results have been. Literally all down to Madden. Now, how did Jalen Hurts finally get it done, win the MVP? I mean, he's had better statistical years. Like, no, what freaking poetic justice. Wow. Starting off his career, Carson Wentz. Jalen Hurts was the backup to Carson Wentz, and in Carson Wentz's career, he's now the backup to Jalen Hurts. Dude, poetry. Madden is poetry. But just pissed off. How perfect would it have been to get like to the end of his career and he actually win the MVP and the Super Bowl in the same season? But at least we can end the video saying he's got one of both. All right, here's my prediction. Aviators beat the Falcons 31-24. If that happens, the video is just going to end, and we're not even going to see the end of Jalen Hurts' career. There's no way, right? Oh, I swear to God, dude. Okay, so what's going on? I'm the Antichrist. Like, what is happening? I know that wasn't correct, but come on now. What's going on? Where did this come from? So Jalen Hurts now has a superstar X Factor. He has first win free. I mean, he's 33 years of age, so I don't know how, like, it's actually going to work because he's going to start regressing now, but at least he's got one. He has Leapfrog, Jukebox, Homer. That's what I'm talking about. And oh, wow, look who's the starting quarterback now of the freaking Aviators. God dang Jalen Hurts and his backup. The backups he's had in his career is insane. He's had Andrew Luck, Jameis Winston, Carson Wentz, and now Baker Mayfield. I think at that point, like when their age is like that and they're only like a sub 80, he probably, like, unfortunately didn't get anything more than a 1-year deal. If he did, I'll be happy. Man, it's a 1-year deal. So it's going to turn into a weird video after this. That's how Madden is. Even if he goes 16-0 and wins the MVP, he'll probably have to sign with another team every year to 1-year deals because this game is just moronic. Come on, please. I'm not going to be content unless the Aviators at least went 14-2. And they did not. Once again, every freaking team goes 10-6, it looks like. Aviators, please, please. They went 8-7-1. Can we at least get another MVP from Jalen? And no, I don't even think, yeah, we didn't make it a top 10. We have guys named, what do you know, we have freaking Deshaun Watson winning his 18th MVP of his career. But Jalen, what happened, man? I mean, wow. What? He must have got injured. That had to have been the case. Because Baker Mayfield took over. 19 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. I mean, obviously, it's because he got injured, but, man, I have a feeling he's going to just start going down in overall. That might have been, we might get one more full starting year from Jalen Hurts, but aside from that, I mean, he's had a super successful NFL career. Oh, no, this could be the swan song, my dude. Jalen Hurts down to a 75 overall now with the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know why I feel like after everything, they're going to go like 0-16. Maybe shock us a little bit. The Cowboys, come on. Cowboys, please. And, a stinker. Big stinker, 7-9. Oh, man. I did not expect to see that. So, yes, they didn't make the playoffs, but Jalen Hurts gets his second and more than likely what will be his final MVP award of his career So 1 Super Bowl ring, 2 MVPs, not bad for a guy a lot of people think is going to be an absolute bust. Not quite, but still a huge year. 4,100 yards, 30 touchdowns, only 10 picks. He ran for, that might be a career high, 380 yards and 3 touchdowns. No, dog, that's it. That is freaking it. That's stupid. Like, just because, like, you saw Tom Brady, man. Like, Tom Brady, like, he's 58 years old, and he's still freaking doing well in the NFL. 15 years in the league at a 70 overall. I've got to see his statistics. Best season of his career came in 2029. 4,300 yards, 38 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. And this is where, like, completely beside the point where EA needs to, like, get on things. Like, why can't I see what team he played for? Like, I think it was, I don't know who it was for. I shouldn't have to think. I should be able to go into a franchise mode made by $1 billion company and look at the career stats of a player and see what team he played for that season. Like, is it that difficult? Maybe, just maybe, he got some playing time. Maybe he got 1 pass attempt all year long. Oh, what a perfect ending. Jalen Hurts and Chase Young have been selected to the Hall of Fame. So, there you have it. Like, in all honesty, what a video, though. Like, he goes from not starting for this first 6 years to the Hall of Fame. Like, mental scenes. Wait, hold on a second. What the heck is that? What is that in the bottom left? Test high depth trait player signed punter George Klein? $1 billion company. $1 billion company. What a freaking stinker.